to have you with us from Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The Missouri head coach told me before the game he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Makes a move. He'll be out of bounds at the 36-yard line after a solid return. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Taylor wants to throw. Bring in the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Complete to the right. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
I'm a huge fan of offensive aggressiveness to start a football game. I think the defense is getting settled in. They play up a little bit. They play a little bit more aggressive. They got more emotion, and the offense takes advantage. Nice big play over the top. Stay aggressive, offense.
The Bulldogs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Go! Bridge! Bridge!
He wants to throw it again. Zings it complete to the right. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
886, ninja.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Taylor wants to throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from pay dirt.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Bulldogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on 4th down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down?
Snags it, and there's running room. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Trying to run, it's Hardy. Maybe some room here. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback making adjustments.
139 Albatross. Switch it.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Ready, go.
Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Going up for grabs, and he beats his man and pulls it down. Now on first and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. Making side adjustments here. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Push forward on the sneak. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Tries it on the sneak. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the one on fourth down. Powers forward. Not only will he not get in, they'll stop him behind the line at the 4.
Man, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own one on fourth and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting a hole even.
There's a crease. They get him out of bounds at the 45, and that is the way to jumpstart a drive.
Well, the defense knew they had a huge challenge coming into this one. This running back, one of the top 10 in the nation right now in rushing yards, they're going to have to load the box defensively, and they're going to have to get a lot of hats to the football because he is not easy to bring down.
On first down, it's Hardy again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Now here's Simmons. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Reads it, fires complete. There he goes. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Running inside, it's Roberts. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Throwing Simmons. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. At the 20, he's got space. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. In the red area, it's Roberts. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll try it again. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be dragged down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Might be calling a hot route. They'll move the wide receiver. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot. He's got it! Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Wants to go right back downfield. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Going for 6. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Got enough for the 1st. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Hardy. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Past the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation. Trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal. Not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacked on the extra point. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Using his legs, it's Roberts. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give. They're waiting for him behind the line of scrimmage as the final seconds tick away here in the first half. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 11 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's LSU who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Here's Simmons to throw. Flips it out in the flat. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The Cowbells backfill. He'll throw it. Gets it out quickly. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Simmons floats it out in space. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Here's a give to Hardy. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The Tigers are facing third and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up fourth down.
And man, this is a big decision coming up, right? Like, this is still a tie football game. So if you get stopped on...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Deadlocked here in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Pulls and fires complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Converts on fourth down, still going. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Throwing Simmons. They go to the wide receiver screen. Man, you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Run inside. It's Roberts. There's some room. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
On first and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. From the red zone, it's Roberts. Touchdown, Tigers! They take the lead here in the second half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wideout. Taylor wants to throw. Going for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll go back to the air on second down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Finds the tight end. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Might be changing the route. Taylor wants to throw it. Trying to get behind the defense. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna look downfield again. And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Bulldog! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on fourth down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. Tie game, fourth quarter. Plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Gives it on the option. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's second and 1. They feed him again. He's got enough for a Missouri first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Running inside. It's Edwards. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the middle. Right on the money. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Tigers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Tigers are back on top.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Taylor wants to throw. Makes the catch. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. The Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback making checks. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Go! Kill! 528. Ninja!
Red pass, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. At the 40, there he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
All the way way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Hardy. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
And they tacked on the extra point. Let's see what he can do with the return. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the right. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Ninja, ninja, force, Mustang, Move, Hawkeye, Hawkeye.
From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Looking to throw again. Lets it fly. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. Taylor wants to throw. Stepping to the right. He's got him this time. And he stopped, but not before he moves the chains. Pick up of 12 on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
2-14 close. Break.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Bridge.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his big tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Fires on the move. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Stop. Break.
He might want another play. Taylor wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on third down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And the Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Second and 10, he'll throw again. And here's the third interception of the night. It's a fumble.
And that is a roller coaster. We got the pick. Oh, no, we just lost it. Oh, no, we got it back. At the end of the day, the defense, David, still had it.
Yeah, and all you're trying to do is force turnovers, create plays. Nice job getting the interception. And listen, when you're running to the football, trying to block, that ball comes out. Nice job falling on it, creating the turnover.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Here's a give to Hardy. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Right back to Hardy. And he's wrestled to the ground. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Makes it past the marker. Might have a